Hey everybody, good evening. Good evening. We are live for our bi-weekly Chic of Savvy conversation. Tonight we are going to talk about scams. You know,
Mm.
um, it's a lot of them out there. And I'll tell you, in 2023, boy, they got a lot of people. And they probably still getting some of y'all right now in 2024. But, you know, we're going to talk about it a little bit. We ain't going to hold y'all long tonight, but we just wanted to address it a little bit. So, I am Sabrina Wiggins of Savwick Enterprise, and I am joined with my lovely Regina, the Get It Done Solutions tonight. And we just gonna chat with you guys for a few minutes about scams and things that y'all should be looking out for, as you go into 2024. We don't have no money to waste this year, y'all.
I,
We
I definitely don't, Sabrina. Let me. You ain't asked me to chime in yet, but I want to make sure that the world knows that I don't got no coins to be wasting with nobody.
Mhm.
Okay,
I think we
wasting
work
or
hard.
losing. Yeah,
Yes, we work too hard for our coins.
or
So
too hard.
I just want you guys to know, like, when you're out here and you're listening to the internet gurus, make sure that you verify, ask for receipts. They telling you, oh, I can show you how you get this $50,000. Well, did you get that $50,000? And if you did,
Hmm.
show me some receipts. Most of y'all are looking at the glitz and glam, and you're not even understanding how they even got there. Even if they got there, they could be telling somebody else's story, and that's what a lot of them was doing, telling
Hmm.
somebody else's stories. They done went and watched somebody's video, and they done got it down packed so they can repeat it, regurgitate it to you without you even asking for receipts to know if they've even done what they said they've done. So you have to be really, really careful. And it's a lot of them out here selling you these $10,000 packages. Mm-mm.
No,
No,
you say no, Sabrina.
no. Go do some work. That's what I say. Go do some of your own leg work. Go and actually sit down and take the time and do a little research yourself.
Mm.
Now, I understand that, we want to get to the bag, but get to the bag requires you to understand what's going on. You just can't jump and get to the bag and you don't even know what's going on. You can't expect somebody else to do the leg work for you, because when you do, that's how you get got. Because you don't even understand it.
Right.
You have no clue on what's going on. So now you missing some of the important pieces, and you lost, and then they get your money. They get your money. Just run with it. I was actually on a free grant series this week. I've been
Hmm.
doing it's 4 days, and one of the things that the lady said on there, she's like, a lot of y'all, especially in the nonprofit sector, a lot of you are out here paying a grant writer to get you $100,000 grants, or trying to get you $1 million contract grant, and you still filing a 990 easy form. If you file a 990 easy form as a nonprofit organization trying to get $100,000 or $1 million, guess what? That grant writer got to eat. So they're going to take your money and they're going to come back and tell you, oh, we weren't able to get it for you. You didn't
Mm.
qualify. But you didn't spend your money with them. But they already know that a good grant writer already knows that you don't qualify for it if you're still using a 990 easy as a nonprofit. They know you can only get like mini grants and things like that, because you haven't been able to show the people that you are good with managing money, the money that you've already received. So they just take your money, and that's what happens. That's because you don't know. You don't know any better, because you didn't go do the research, or you didn't
Right.
ask the questions to be able to know that that's how it works for you. So
Hmm.
it's a lot of scammers out here, and it's so important that you guys ask questions and understand things, and find you some find you some knowledgeable people.
And you know what, Sabrina, with all the information that's out there on this World Wide Web, we can find it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It just takes time. And quick money ain't always that good money, y'all. It really is not. Um, so I'm here in Jacksonville, and there was this one young lady who had took this city by storm, okay? I mean, took the city by storm. and people were really investing in her. And I understand that my city was happy to see somebody in our city doing something, right?
Right.
So everybody is supporting her and all that great stuff. But what what I was so shocked to hear, and I don't say this to judge anybody, okay, at all, because I'm not going to act like I've never gotten taken advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
um but to hear some people tell me that they gave their money over and did not see a contract first, and I mean spending tens, 15, $20,000 with somebody,
Yep.
and you ain't seen no contract.
Nothing.
I don't understand that. Remember to, I know everybody don't like to read, okay? And if you don't like to read, spend the money to hire a lawyer to go ahead and read these contracts for you. Or
Yeah.
you're going to have to take the time and read it yourself, one or the other. Because you are exchanging money with just somebody's word at this point. Ain't nothing in writing. And I really hope that people can get their money back, because it obviously was a scam what the girl was around here doing.
Yeah.
But it's almost also, I look at it, from the other end, like, what, you ain't signed no contract.
Yeah.
What
No black
what
and
do?
white. No black and white. Nothing.
And then I just don't. I just, my mind cannot. I cannot wrap my mind around how I'm spending $10,000 and I'm not seeing a contract. Um, and when you're in the business world, we know all those successful business people, they got lawyers, honey.
Yeah.
So if you want to be successful, you have to pay to actually pay. You have to pay to actually play.
Yes.
You really do. You really do. So
Yeah.
guys, get them contracts. Don't be around here just spending. I mean, read the contract before you sign it. You don't understand it, get somebody else to read it.
Yeah.
Preferably somebody who got a degree and all that kind of stuff and know that kind of thing. Don't send it to me. You don't want me to read it for you because I ain't qualified.
Well, it's not only that, it's just being, again, doing a little bit of the legwork for yourself so
Hmm.
you can become a little bit knowledgeable of what it is that's happening and what's going
Absolutely.
on, and ask questions. Don't just see somebody on the internet and they selling you the sun, and hey, how likely are you gonna get the sun? You ain't, so just know that in reality, that's not really achievable, but you hoping that it is, and you just tossed over your money because this person, and they got all these other people who saying, oh, they did this for me. Remember, there's plenty of bots out here in this world, so a bot can come on and plug anything under there, or put a review for a person to make it look like they're doing something good, but you ain't checked no receipts, you ain't seen no receipts, so you
Oh,
have no idea.
and let me add this. Don't take their best friends in them as the receipts,
Uh-uh.
okay? Because
Cause
I mean, not her, but I was reading everybody saying, "Oh, she only bringing up her friends. She ain't bringing nobody else." Well, is that not a sign? But and again, everybody, don't come judging me. My Duval folks, don't come after me, attacking me. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, what it is.
yeah, and it's true. We have to be mindful of what we're getting ourselves into. If a person can even smell that you like the pot of gold for them, they coming for you. A snake is gonna be a snake, and they gonna bite every time. So if they think they can get something out of get a little blood out of you, guess what? They coming for it. They want everything that they can get out of you. So it's a lot of scammers out here, and we want you guys to be careful in what you're doing. And we see so much in the government contracting space, because now it's, oh, everybody needs to start getting into government contracting. I can help you do this and I can help you do that. And if you ask them certain questions, they probably don't have no clue or understand anything about federal contracting. They just heard somebody else say something. They practiced it in the mirror a few times, and then they came on here telling you on the internet. And so now you sold And then when it comes time, well, where's my contract? I ain't want a contract. Because guess what? They ain't know what the hell they was doing. They wanted you to believe that. So, hey Billy, came on in and we was out dived in to the conversation. So come on in and chime in and talk to the people about getting scammed out here. And we try
Yeah.
to avoid that this year in 2024.
No, it's crazy out there. Watch your emails. I'm getting DocuSign or supposed DocuSign emails. And so if you know you've got something coming through DocuSign, check that email address first before you go clicking on any buttons because they're getting pretty good.
Yep. Yep. A lot of those scammers, I mean, I'll tell you, they'll find a way to fool you to make you think that it's something that is not. And it's so important that you guys pay attention to things that supposedly coming from the federal government. If it's not a .gov email or website, it's not legit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't hurt you just to pick up the phone and call somebody to verify.
Mhm.
Don't get caught up in that and just assuming that it's legit. And then you go to put your credit card numbers in things because somebody asked you for some money. Guess what? The government ain't asking you for that. Don't
No.
believe that. They're not asking you for that. They looking for you to come do business with them. They ain't asking you for your money if it ain't inside one of these sites where you can go out here and buy the stuff first and then sell it to the government or whatever the case may be, or the services that you may provide to them. They're not asking you for money.
No.
So be mindful. So
Watch the emails you get from supposed government contractors too, because you
oh yeah.
some of those out there. Make sure it's coming from a .gov. Some of these they do use like third party for mass emails.
Hmm.
So just again, like you were saying, call if you see a phone number or whatnot. I'll search the person up on LinkedIn and actually verify, are you with that agency? Yes, you are. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People have to understand that you can reach out to these people and actually ask questions sometimes. To verify if they are who they say they are. Because if you don't, you get caught up in something. Again, .gov is so important. If you see a .gov, more than likely it's actually legit. But if you see something that's got broken English, it up run. It's not. If it's too many errors in the email, it's not legit. Just think about that. Again, find you a business bestie that you can bounce things off of and ask questions just in case if you're not sure, and just stay away from those scammers. And again, when I talk about social media university, it's a lot of them on there that's selling you ebooks, courses, all sorts of things. And when you get it, it's nothing in there. The
Yeah.
pages might as well be blank because it's nothing in there that you can utilize and you still confused. And
Yep.
then you can't ask questions because you done bought the product and ain't nobody asked no questions to. So you will truly see that every guru that's on the internet is really not a guru. If you can actually really sit and ask them some serious questions, they probably couldn't even tell you what an RFP was.
Yep.
So be mindful of that. Be
Start throwing acronyms at them and see if they.
yes. See if they really speak government.
Yeah.
Because if they can't speak government, because the government speaks in acronyms, then that's a clear sign. They're not legit. They're not legit at all. So you just gotta watch out for yourself. And it's as Regina and I was saying earlier, we work hard for our money. We work hard for what money we have, and we can't afford to just throw it away. You're trying to operate and run a business. You need that money to run your business. So you have to be careful. you know get you some people that you can talk to. Go and actually get on some of these free government sites. Know how to Google and research things that people tell you, uh, from a government standpoint, from a business standpoint, whatever the case may be. When it comes to you spending your money, know how to go and find more information before you actually toss your money at a person. And stop just buying something blindly on the internet that costs $10,000. I'm gonna need a contract. If I'm buying anything with $10,000, we gonna need something in black and white. Because
Mhm.
if something should go wrong and I got to come after you, I want to be able to figure out how I'm going to get a part of my money back. So I'm going to need some black and white.
Yeah. If it's a large piece, you're gonna want an attorney to look at that too,
Yes.
just to make sure you're not getting shorted as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And we know, guys, because we're there, as small businesses, we may not always be able to afford an attorney or keep one on retainer. But it's good that you have an idea of some that you can turn to just in case if you need a one and done, somebody that you can go to ask questions and to kind of stir you in the right direction to tell you, yes, it's good, no, it's not. Just have somebody in your pocket that you can be able to rely on when it comes to some of the legal stuff in this world. Um, Regina, you're back. You got anything else you want to add?
No, I think you ladies we pretty much touched on everything.
Yeah. And I would tell you, just like Regina said earlier, like I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I've never been scammed before. But it's
Hmm.
my madness though. I've been scammed for a few $100, but we seen some stories of some five figures and up,
Mhm.
last year, and a couple of $100 stung. Now, if I'm losing thousands of dollars, I'm liable to be ready to, you know, suit up and be out there in the car riding around for
Well, okay, where's the building? Where's the building, honey?
Yeah.
oh, I'm liable to suit up and be ready to find you, okay? Because I didn't work hard for my coins. but so you most definitely got to be careful with what you're doing out here, because the naysayers, I'm trying to tell you, they will get you every time. Either one of y'all got any good stories? I know Regina just told one about one of the ladies in Jacksonville. Billy, you got one?
So this one's a little more closer to home. It doesn't really involve government contracting. So I had a family member back in December that had something come up across her screen saying, you've been hacked, call this phone number. She didn't know what to do, so she called that phone number.
Mm-hmm.
They were on for over 3 hours, got all her information, convinced her to plug in her external hard drives, remove stuff off of like her taking her bank app off her phone, all this stuff. And by the time she had called, and she gave me permission to share this, so I've actually been planning on sharing this anyway to kind of give people a heads up. She was on her way to go to I don't remember if it was the ATM or just what when she called because they actually let her off the phone, which surprised me because normally they don't let you off the phone.
Yeah.
But she says no, that he acted like her rescuer. I found all this and supposedly did a scan and found 65 hackers and telling her pretty much did that whole I'm your hero.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing you found, that we got this all taken care of and all that. And thankfully, because she called, if anything like that ever happens, first thing you want to do is call your bank, close it down, and you want to take and close out your accounts completely. Because if she hadn't, she would have had over $10,000 still coming out because they could see it coming that next day. Because they did it on a Friday afternoon, knowing banks are going to be closing the weekend soon, and thankfully they were able to put a lock on the account. And then that following Monday, she was able to go close it and open a new one. And as they were after they pulled the money, we're getting ready to close it. They saw $10,000 it was trying to come out.
Wow. And
And
that's crazy. And they prey on people like that. And that's, of
mhm.
course, there's so many scams out here with the elderly people as well, So it's not just, as Billy was saying, in this world, it's a lot of scams in general. But we most definitely want you guys from a business standpoint because right now it's so many people out here that's supposed to be so-called gurus and coaches, and they're teaching you this and that, and some of them really don't know the ins and outs of things. And once you get inside, you paid your money and you get in this class and you be like, that ain't what I paid for. Or you bought an ebook and you get it and it's like it ain't nothing here. It might as well be blank pages because it's just some big words on some pages, and it's giving you no value. So
No. The other thing is watch these emails. They get pretty. So I get an email from a company, and they're a very large company that they do threat tactics too.
mhm.
It's interesting watching. It's like, hey Billy, join us for this class. It's free and whatnot. And I ignore it, and then there's like, are we going to block you? We're going to block you. And I'm just like, really? He went from one extreme to another. So I've been kind of keeping a hold of those and watching the trend because it's kind of an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
And they follow, and it's a legit company, but they follow hacker trends.
Yes.
Those those scare tactics, and it's terrible. And I was like, you are a legit company that is using scare tactics.
Yeah. Some of them just get a little aggressive, and you be like, "Are you desperate?" Yeah. So you have to look at those desperate signs as well, because some of them, they'll come off as desperate, like they really need you, um, and it's like, okay, yeah, no, I don't want to do business with you. It's like,
Mm-mm.
don't feel like you have to do business with somebody just because it looks good, or they got some scare tactics. No, them the ones that you want to run away from.
Yeah. Or the ones that says, no, we'll make this work. You can put 10 different credit cards down to pay for this
Oh,
deal.
they
And
trying to wipe you out completely.
yeah, yeah, because we can promise you $1 million. Nobody can promise you $1 million.
Oh, and that's another thing right there. If anybody promises that they can get you something, or they say, I guarantee, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Nobody can guarantee you anything, because depending on where you are in your business, or what's going on your credit scores, or it's a whole lot of factors that play into what you can and can't get. So if somebody says they can guarantee you a win, or they can guarantee you that you get this certain amount of money, nobody can guarantee you anything.
No.
They can try their best to help you, but they can't guarantee you. So even those terms are flags that, when you look at from a scammer standpoint, those are red flags. And those are some of the flags that's out there for, like, um what's my word, FCC, is it FCC, FTC, one of them trade, one. Look, I can't even think of which one it is. One of them big government overseers out there, that they look for stuff like that. They flag terms like that, and some of them, that's how some of them get caught up in some of them criminal cases. So you most definitely don't listen to somebody who guarantee you. And I know, like, Regina, you might have heard this story. The young lady, what's her name? Ashley Grayson,
Oh, child.
where she,
Yeah, I've heard about her. That's the credit lady, right?
yep,
That then went out and bought some kind of mansion. The husband said that he only had like 11 cents in his account when they met.
yeah,
Yeah.
and selling that, like, that credit repair thing. That's one of the big things that the IRS is really looking at. And it's a lot of things that you see on the Better Business Bureau. A lot of those companies that's claiming that they can fix your credit and all that stuff like that, to help you get into getting a good place so you can get this business line of credit. Man, guys, those are just scams on top of scams. Nobody can do anything for you except you. You have to take the time and work on it, and do things for yourself, so that you can get yourself in a good position to make things happen for you. So, um, yeah, so we're not going to beat that dead horse, but I hope you guys understand to just be careful out here. Be mindful of what you're doing, and don't get caught up in a lot of this foolishness that's happening out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Research, vet. If your gut tells you to run, then go with your gut. Run.
Yeah.
So that's about all we have for y'all tonight. Just to give you a little bit about scams and help you save a couple of coins this year, hopefully. So
Now
Thank
there are companies out there that are able to help that aren't going to cost you an arm and a leg either. But
you.
if you need that extra help and support, but yeah, use your free resources too. They're
Yep.
there.
There's a lot of free resources. Make sure you head over to www.shegovsavvy.com. Check out our newsletters. We have some information there, resources that you can be able to utilize to help you connect with some of these free resources so that you are not getting scammed. Just, if you have some questions, drop them in the comments. Hey Jackson, hit the
That's that's
hashtag
Aiden.
replay if
That's
you
his
watch
grandma.
it later. Um, and or send us some questions if you have any. If we can help you, we will do our best to help you answer those questions for you. But just stay safe out here and try not to get scammed and get taken advantage of. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in for another one of our She Gov Savvy
No,
conversations,
it's not that.
and we will see you again in 2 weeks.
Hi,
All right,
y'all.
good night.
Good night.